This is Baruch here at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and we have time, just a little bit of time, to go over the Hakdama that we're at over here in the Tikunei Zohar. We're learning the words of Rabbi Shimon, trying to understand the depth of what he's saying. It says like this. We'll quote from here at this place, Ve'ilas al Kola. So the most important thing of all, Yeshivah Shus L'Kol Shemachon Gadishin, is to give permission to all of the holy names, the whole Chavayin, and all the different kinds of combinations of where you could spell the name Yud Kei Vav Kei, L'Kol Kinuyim, and all different kinds of substitute names or lesser names. The Golah and Lon Rozing to me in order to be able to reveal with them hidden secrets. Called Shem B'dargadilei. Every level, every name has its own level. And now he says, Rishusi Yehiv La'asis Sfirin the Golah alone Rozin to me. And also, permission is to give into the Spheros to reveal for themselves or in themselves Rozin to Mirim, hidden secrets in them. The Lo Is Yehiv Rishus the Golah alone, that was never given permission to reveal those things previously. Adiyese will not be given again. I guess it was given to Rabbi Shimon. Adiyese Dara de Malka Mashiach, until the time of the generation of the Melech HaMashiach. Now, what I said that we're going to do today is we're going to look at number Lamed Tes, which is a footnote, and possibly number Mem. We'll see if they have anything interesting in there for us to take a look at. So let's see how I got this worked out. If I got enough room, there is enough room there. So, well, let's go up to the top before we get to that. And let's start about what was revealed. Rozim, we'll go with the word Rozim to Miriam, the Galus, the Rashbi, to reveal to Rashbi, Ulevinechem the Sifta, and the other people in his yeshiva. Shalom, Sodas to Miriam, hidden secrets. For the purpose of revealing these secrets, Hofia Hashemos, he was able to, that what happened is that the Most High, that the Elos is the light of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, came and revealed these things in physicality. Hofia Hashemos ba'atzma b'beis midrash. It's like they had a screen there and it's shown. V'kol Shem hishpia lechem b'sodas ne'lamim bo. Every name therefore came and poured out the secrets that were inside of themselves. B'darga delay. Kufi madrigasu ubechinaso. So now we're going to look at the concept of the darga. So he says, Hashem HaKodesh Baruch Hu. I'm not sure I got a place where you could see it, so I'll start it over again. So he says, Hashema HaKodesh Baruch Hu Mofia Umezgala Bechem. Those names that Hashem showed and revealed things about them, Hein Lefi Ma'alos Osahador. It's really according to the tremendously high level that that generation had achieved. Lefi B'nei Ha'adam Ma'asehim Hu Koroi Havaya O Adni. Now, what he means to say is that the actual expression of these names have different qualities to them. For example, Havaya means mercy, and Adni refers to din. B'kiyotze, Ber Lachai Loi, that's the Ber Lachai Loi, it was a Pirish. But Tzayin L'Rayim Mehemna, and he points out the L'Rayim Mehemna in Parshas Pinchas, and this is the language that he used. Let's try to get this quote here. Ov Chochi, Ma'ari Alma, the world, they're bringing light into the world. Kodem Debara Alma, before the world was created. The Bara Birium delay, and all the creatures that are on the world were created. Laman Iskri Rachum V'chanem Odayin. So the point is that who could call out to Hashem? Who could make the process of creation work? There is no one to do that. The consciousness of my dog is not going to be able to try to reach and to call for Mayim Nukvin. He's really only listening to food. So he said, Allah, call Shemachon delay, but all the names, Inin Kunuyim Velo Iskri Bahom. So the ones that are created, we don't say them. Ella al Shem Biryan da Alma, only we attach different kinds of animalistic kind of names to them. We begin Dor for this reason. Kad Mari Dara Inun Tavim, when the generation that we're living in is doing good things. Ihu Iskre Lagabayhu, then the names are called in regards to them. I guess you get the names are set out. And it's called Havaya B'Midas Arachamim. That's when we call that name Midas Arachamim. Because Mari Didare Inum Chayvim, but let's say we got a generation where everybody's running away from the Torah. Iskri Adni, then God is called by the name Adni, which means din, B'Midas Adin. V'lakal Dara v'lakal Bar Nash, every single person. This we're working on the word there according to Madrega. So v'lachol bar nash b'fun mida delay, according to the nature of the person. Avachavalav de islay mida v'lo shem yedia adkan. A little hard to understand that last part. Let's go on to number mem. Mem also said kibidrasa b'chinaso. He says kol shem shaykh lebechina o olam acher. Every name that refers to something specific, or some aspect, or another world. So he says, let's go over here to the Chayroi, the Bear L'Chayroi, and see what he says. Kol Shem B'Daga Delay, every name in its own level. So there are names which are equivalent, but they actually refer to different bechinos. Kol Shem. So in order to be able to know and to be able to distinguish what aspect that particular name refers to, so therefore Hashem came, that is the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the light of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, penetrating into the Yeshivah. He poured out to them the names themselves, from their places, Okofi Madrigasim, and according to the Madrigas, the Vachinasim as a sodas. Now this is according to the Rak. Now I think that what he said, that we're going to quote the Ramak in a minute, but my thinking is what he's saying here is he's saying that you wouldn't know automatically that the name Yud-Kei Vav-Kei really represents Rachmanis unless you were told that or led to that. The same thing by Adni. How would you know that Adni necessarily is going to be Din? That's what I think he means. So therefore, everyone has its own Madrega in terms of what the performance of the people, the individual people, or the community is like. Now this is what the Ramak says. He says, Hashemosh yesh shehem shavim afal pikein einu ramaze b'sfira achas. So there is times when the name is the same as somewhere else, but they're not found only in just one sphera. Kagon, let's say, for example, this name, Akia. Shlosh pa'amim kol achas v'achas b'darga delay. So you have Akia she'Akia, so if you said it 3 times, I'm not sure what he means by that, but it comes to Gematria 63, that I do know. 3 Akias. So they don't all refer to the same level. Remez b'sfira achas. So let me read it again. Kagon Ekye Shlosh Pa'amim Kol Achas V'Achas V'Darga D'Lecha V'Remes B'Sfira Achas. It's really all part of one sphera. Chem Elokim B'Bina. So Elokim goes with Bina. So let's say Ekye is an aspect of Bina also. It refers to the Makif of Bina. V'Chein Elokim B'Bina. O B'Gevura. O B'Malchus V'Keim Havaya. Same thing with Havaya. Could appear in different places. Yesh B'Tefer V'Yesh Shuhu Havaya V'Yesh Romans be'erik anpin. So it could be that the Havaya over there refers either to Zer Anpin, where it's manifest, or in Erik Anpin, which is the root. V'cheim Shom, V'cheim Shem Kael, B'chesed, it refers to Chesed, V'yesh B'chesed V'koach, B'chesed V'koach, Shem Yak, Yud K, Yesh b'malchus of v'chachma v'kayotza. So you find this name in different places. V'lezecha v'omer kol shem b'darga delay. So that's what he means when he says every name in its own level. Besod b'chinas b'chesel b'chinaso, hayu musag lechem kadesh yaskilu hetev chiluk hashemus hakasuva b'makom ramizasam. So let me translate again. Besod b'chinaso, each one according to its aspect, what it's manifest. Hayu musag lechem, that was shown to them. Kadesh yaskilu hetev chiluk hashemus, so they should understand well the differentiation between these names, which is written in different places, and there are remezes to the different kind of remazim to these names. So this is what he wants to say. That the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, the light of the Ein Sof, put on a show. And as a result of that, he showed each and every one of these names. And therefore the name in its different places where it applies showed its secrets. That's the remark. Ein Sof biuri nosif darga meloshen hadroga. So what does it mean to say different levels? Shechasodas his galo alechem v'hishtalshlush ad makomam. So the names, it's like that you were looking, let's say you're looking into space, and you saw the names developing down, coming down to you. And as they came down, maybe they were indistinguishable at first because they're very not physical, they become more and more physical, until you actually see the names, and you see what's inside of the names, and where they apply. And this is what he says: Kol Shem v'Kol Shem v'Kol Shechem Kol Havayas. So every name, and certainly the Havayas, Lo Chosem Mashpas Lachem Mamish. It wasn't really shown to them, physically. Al Bedarga delay. What does that mean? Only in its own place, on its own level. The Hainu Derek Madregasam Lemata Adam Shachas Aleichem Adam Shacham Aleichem Adkan. So we're going to stop right there. That's the share here today. A little bit more idea is that the people that were sitting on Rabbi Shimon saw this tremendous thing develop in front of their eyes. And each one of them had a different madrega that was able to show where the application of the name belongs. This is Baruch Fleischman at the Tikkun Elevator Kola.